Hello, and you're very welcome to somewhere beautiful in upstairs in Corcoran's Furniture in Killarney, where I'm joined by the beautiful Helen Murphy, better known as the Daily Diva Diary.
You have it in one. There you go.
But I missed the underscore. Just if you're typing it,
Just
there's
if
an
you're
underscore.
looking for it.
Yes, yeah. Lovely to be here. Now, I'm a Killarney man, but I've not been to this part of the store. I can't get over all the choice, all the unbelievable value, of course, and then all the different trends and colours that just sort of, they wash over you. So, I mean, what are you looking at here as the big trends and colours and everything?
Oh my God. Well, probably, I think we'd nearly need to have one of the girls with us to help us answer this, because one of the reasons I ended up coming in with Corcoran's was me and interiors were not the best of friends. I come into a shop like Corcoran's, and as you mentioned, it is such an amazing space, and there's so many things to see and look at inside here. My brain goes into meltdown. It's like going into a Pandora's box and everything flies out, and I can't cope with the level of choice. So what happened was Nick approached me, and we began work with Linda, the wonderful, she's an interior designer who works out of another branch in Corcoran's in Carsiveen, and we decided that we would create a coastal retreat in my living room, and they had a plethora of choice here inside Corcoran's. And I mean, such was the choice that, again, if it hadn't been for Linda and the wonderful staff here at Corcoran's, I think I'd still be here picking out things to this day, because there is such a vast array of choice.
And that's it. I mean, it's all the choice, and you walk along, you're like, yeah, that'll be lovely. Yeah, that'll be great. Okay, that'll be fantastic. And then you're like, okay, there are two different styles and then different colors. So that's where you need the sort of the expertise, the director to kind of say, yeah, they're able to just sort of channel your focus into the right area.
Absolutely. Linda was fantastic. And she began first with asking ideally what was the space for. And we were very much, it's a family oriented space, and my kids are no longer small. And I think that's why, actually, when the kids were small, we didn't do too much with it, because they pulled down every curtain, they coloured every wall. There was dogs, kids, feet up on every possible surface. So basically, we wanted a space that would accommodate our growing family, and two big mucky dogs, four tall teenagers, and two parents that also wanted a bit of a sanctuary as well, something that would work for all of us. Linda came in, spoke at length with us. We met the staff here in Corcoran's, and as I said, they were amazing. Linda got a sense of what it was we wanted, and then what I loved about what they did was, do you like this? And they were very much yes or no. Tell us. And that encouraged the bluntness to come out. And I was like, no, that wouldn't really be our style. She did 3 amazing mood boards, and then we kind of took it from there. And
it's just so much work. Like, they're really going above and beyond kind of what you would think, like different mood boards, and that just gives your eyes that thing that you need in order to, you have a thought, but it's just, you really need to see it to understand it. So you mentioned coastal retreat in the living room. So how does all of that work? Can you explain what the space is actually like?
Well, the space is beautiful, because this particular house and living room is actually quite down near the coast in a place called Goleen in West Cork. So we're up a little bit from Barleycope, which is a beautiful beach down there, and we're up in the hills, and there's a beautiful view out of our front window down overlooking, say, Barleycope Beach and the hills and fields on the way down to it. So that very much became the focal point. And as you mentioned there, it was kind of, how do you pluck out of your head what you need or what you want without getting sidetracked? Looked at what we wanted, created the mood boards, and then decided that she would create a very easy living space based around kind of like 3 main kind of colours of kind of creams, sands, aqua blues, and some wood kind of accents throughout as well. And she brought the whole thing together between a mixture of paneling some walls, putting down, beautiful rug on the floor, and just brought in all of the accents that she had to create that coastal retreat, kind of cladding on the walls, just painted white, a wood accent in a big beautiful mirror, kind of a raw finished mirror over the fireplace. Herself and Corcoran made it look so easy, but when you see the work that went into it and you see the quality of the pieces have gone in there, not in a million years could I have pulled that off on my own.
And it is that expertise that, it's the soft touch, it's the subtleties, it's the boldness in the right places, and that's why you need to come here. So, and it's interesting because you mentioned there you're in Cork. I mean, we're here in Killarney, we're celebrating Corcoran for 25 years in the kingdom. What was it that made you decide to come to Corcoran's in the first place?
Well, number one, it's a family-owned business with 5 magnificent branches based around Killarney, Limerick, and they service an awful lot of Cork as well. And they employ such a huge amount of people in the local area. I mean, they're absolutely fantastic in that regard. But obviously, it's the amount of choice they have in here. The first day I came in, I actually came in and Nicola said, okay, just have a look around, see what you like, what the story is. So I came, I had a look around, and after about 10 minutes, I had to ring her. And I was like, Nicola, I'm down in an area near the beds. How do I actually get back to reception? And I have passed up this road so many times, never realizing the wealth and the breadth of the amount of stock they have in here. There's such a huge choice. And you mentioned it already, the price point is exceptional.
Yeah, it really is.
Exceptional for the quality that you're getting.
As you mentioned, I live out the road, so I'm always passing here, and I'll always keep an eye on the sales. There's always great deals and discounts and everything.
I'm sure they have a fantastic outlet store in Tralee as well. Have you been in there?
I have. I currently have a 2-year-old's birthday present that might be somewhere in the attic at the moment from there. It's always keeping an eye on the family-run stores and the value that's there, and then the service, the help and everything. So they're just a great family-run business. So nice meeting you, and I'm jealous of that lovely space that you were able to create in that gorgeous part of the world in West Cork, overviewing the beach. But then, look, people can create their own spaces here and team up with Corcorans as well heading into the future.
Absolutely. I mean, there's just an amount of experts in here. They will help you. They will look after you. Just ask. That was one of my biggest faults when I come into a furniture store. I'd aimlessly wander around the place.
And you're like, I've seen Pinterest. I need to be an expert on this myself.
That was one of my problems. I used to look at a room on Pinterest and kind of go, right, I can easily recreate this. Well, my problem was then I go into my own room and it was the wrong dimension, and I would get so easily disheartened. So I mean, I found someone here who quite literally held my hand, and they were like going, this is how you do it. It was just, they made it a joy from start to finish.
Okay. Well, the good tip that we now know is that if you are coming to Corcoran's here, bring a compass and a packed lunch, and you'll be able to find your way out of here again. But it really has been lovely meeting you. So thank you so much for chatting to us. And again, like we've been saying, pop in, tell them what it is you think you want in your home, and they'll be able to direct you and help you. But again, we're celebrating 25 years, so pop on down for the big celebrations. There'll be great offers in store, and I'll be here for the afternoon show as well. So we'll see you here then.